Hello, Reds. Just imagine 246 battles where the city of Liverpool is split in half and the blood boils on every inch of the pitch. The Merseyside Derby isn't just a game, it's a war ranked among the top 3 fiercest in Europe. Today we are at the heart of this battle. We will talk about Gerrard's record broken by Gravenberch, while Salah etches his name into the Premier League history, why Moyes can't overcome the Anfield curse, and was it worth spending so much on new signings this summer if teams' veterans are the ones delivering victories? All that in just a few seconds, but first, we ask you to subscribe to our channel because we love Liverpool more than anything and want our channel to keep growing, thriving, and creating high-quality, exclusive content for you. Your likes and subscriptions mean the world to us. Help us out, and we'll surprise you with something exciting. So, let's go! So, the 67th Merseyside Derby in the Premier League has been played. This time we didn't win in the dying minutes, so we can breathe a sigh of relief. The match might not have been as thrilling as expected, but a win is a win. And we've had plenty of spectacular victories in the last month, so today we'll tone down the emotions and talk pragmatically about facts, stats, historical references, and records. In the Premier League, 67 derbies have been played. Liverpool won 30 matches, Everton only 11. With 26 draws across all competitions, that's 246 matches between the two Liverpool teams. By the number of matches, our derby ranks in the top 5 in Europe. In the first place is the Old Firm derby between Rangers and Celtic from Glasgow, with 434 matches across all competitions. Second is the International derby between Galatasaray and Fenerbahce in Istanbul. We are third with Everton. Fourth is the Rome derby between Lazio and Roma with 205 matches. And rounding out the top 5 is the Manchester derby with 197 matches. Yet, the Liverpool derby is considered by many to be the biggest and most intensive rivalry in England. For a long time, we led in titles too, but currently Manchester United have edged us out in league titles, 30-29 in their favor. That's only until the end of this season though. After that, we'll level the score. By the way, let us know in the comments which Liverpool derby moment is the most memorable for you. For me, it's the 1990-91 FA Cup 5th round replay. I wasn't there to see it live sadly, but even on tape, it was an incredible match that ended 4-4. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend watching it. Going into today's match, we were in monstrous form. 19 games unbeaten in home, 4 wins in a row. The only concern was the 29% of our goals came after the 80th minute. But our fans have built up immunity to these late game scenarios. We were ready for a late victory if it came to that. Everton started the Premier League with 2 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. Pundits spoke highly on the Toffees and were confident that if anyone was going to snatch a last gasp win this time, it would be Everton. But football is football. We lined up in our classic 4-2-3-1 formation, and Everton matched us with the same setup. Moyes tried to start cautiously, not forcing the issue. He also reduced the team's verticality. Against Liverpool's press, he wanted his team to be more careful with possession, but it didn't help much. Individual errors from the Toffees led to 2 goals in the first half. Slot instructed his fullbacks, Karkish and Bradley, to overload the midfield and create numerical superiority there. But the most interesting part was that this wasn't constant. They kept disrupting Everton's defense structure by alternating between overloading the center and the flanks, creating chaos in the visitors' ranks. The first goal came in the 10th minute. Szoboszlai swapped positions with Gravenberch. Conor Bradley drew Keane out of position, giving Ryan space to receive the ball and strike. The Dutchman scored with an assist from Salah. With that, Salah climbed to 9th in the all-time Premier League assists chart, catching up with James Milner. Both have 89 assists. Next is Gerrard with 92. The second goal, Gueye overcommitted to Szoboszlai, leaving McAllister free. He received the ball, passed to Gravenberch, who set up ekitike. The Frenchman scored his 3rd goal of the season. He also has 1 assist and leads the team in goal involvements. Gravenberch, meanwhile, became the youngest player in a Merseyside derby to score an assist in the same match. Before him, the record holder was Steven Gerrard. That was in 1999, when Stevie G was 23 years and 301 days old. For comparison, Ryan is 23 and 128 days old. Congratulations on the record. Overall, Gravenberch was the match's main hero. He is one of those players whose qualities weren't talked about much at the start of the season, and in previous matches and today, he was a vital cog in our team. He was phenomenal in defense and attack. If we don't call him the new Gerrard, we don't know who else would fit. And don't forget, he's only 23, with his prime still ahead. It's almost scary to imagine what he'll be like at his peak. Both goals showed that the midfield triangle of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and McAllister is currently top tier in terms of their understanding of each other and the game. Slot kept Wirtz on the bench and didn't regret it. This trio delivered the result and, most importantly, held onto it. But once Wirtz builds the same chemistry with his teammates, our midfield could become even more dangerous. The first half was a complete failure for Everton. David Moyes said after the match, "We made it really difficult by our first half performance." Liverpool were really clinical. Their first goal was technically excellent. We just lacked a bit. Our second half performance was more like what I wanted from the start. In the second half, Moyes changed the team's approach, making attacks more vertical, and it paid off. The Toffees pulled one back with a goal from Gueye. It seemed like history might repeat itself, with us losing a 2-goal lead as in the past matches. But Slot kept everything under control. When Bradley started losing duels to Grealish under Everton's pressure, Slot moved Szoboszlai deeper to cover for Connor. It worked, and we won. So, where do we stand? 5 wins out of 5. David Moyes has now failed to win at Anfield for the 23rd time. After the match, he noted, "This was Liverpool's 3rd game in 6 days. I'm aware of that. We had an opportunity to catch them with a bit of fatigue, and we didn't. I look where we should have done something different. We gave ourselves a task too far by going 2 down." Despite Liverpool supposedly being fatigued, Arne used rotation brilliantly. Liverpool posted impressive physical stats, covering 61.3 kilometers compared to Everton's 52.9 kilometers. On average, each Liverpool player ran 10 kilometers, while Everton's players averaged 8.8. Salah ran the most for us, 12.1 kilometers, so it's too early to write off our Mo, no matter how much pundits or rivals might want to. Arne was pleased. There was tension later on. We needed mentality again today. We always knew how difficult a game this would be, let alone if you have proper preparation time, but we have played a 3rd game in less than 7 days, he said at the post-match press conference. Still, the question remains, why spend so much on new players if the veterans are winning matches? That's a superficial take. If you dig deeper, last season we lacked squad depth to win the Champions League. The summer signings weren't just about numbers, but about quality. Slot now has options to strengthen the team during matches and throughout the season. It adds variety to our rotation. After a grueling win over Atletico, some players got a rest, and we still won because quality players stepped in. The new signings still need time to fully grasp Slot's system and build chemistry with teammates. But even now, they are adding freshness in the second half. Slot confirmed this. "We knew the second half could be very tough. This was the most intense of the 3 games. We knew this before. You can see how well we play if we are fresh. You see that in the first 45 minutes. It was unbelievable, a joy to watch. We ran a bit out of energy, but not out of mentality. This is the reason why we need a big squad. Again, they all showed up really good." So, whatever anyone says about the questionable summer spending, the facts are clear. We are starting with wins. The players are in great form, and we have depth to replace our leaders on the pitch. Everything looks fantastic so far. That's all for today. Thanks to everyone who watched until the end. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see in our next video. Until next time, bye bye.